Hey there everyone, Professor Yui here. Today we'll be looking at what's behind devil fruit's power and how they get resurrected. Well then, let's get straight into it. Devil fruits. Devil fruits are mysterious fruits that give the person who eats them special powers, making them a devil fruit user. They can be divided into three types: Logia, Paramecia, and Zone. Devil fruit users are generally stronger than normal people, but they can't swim, which is not good if you're a pirate. No two devil fruits have the same power, and if someone eats more than one devil fruit, they die. Also, when a devil fruit user dies, another devil fruit will appear somewhere in the world holding the same power. Currently, the genius marine scientist Dr. Vegapunk is researching on devil fruits. Specifically, how devil fruits bestow their power to the person who eats them, and also new technology that allows objects to eat devil fruits. We have seen the fruits of his research with Lasso and Funkfried, who are objects that came alive by eating the zone fruit. Where the power is stored. Don't you ever wonder where the devil fruit powers are stored within the user? Some people say it's in the heart, others say the brain. There are many different theories, but let's take a look at Brook. Brook is still a devil fruit user despite being all bones, so his powers probably reside in his cells, which, despite Brook being dead, are kept alive by his revive powers. But then we know objects such as swords and guns can be devil fruit users and they don't have any cells. This is where the artificial devil fruits, Smile, comes in. Smiles were based on Vegapunk's research on lineage factor, which is basically DNA in the One Piece world, and smiles can only bestow zone type powers. Therefore, we think the cells containing the powers are present in the fruits themselves, and when they are somehow consumed by an inanimate object, the cells get transferred to the objects, granting them life and also the fruit's powers. Blackbeard and the reappearance of devil fruits. When a devil fruit user dies, we know that the same fruit, containing the same powers, reappears somewhere in the world. So, how exactly does it reappear? Assuming the cells theory is true, then when a devil fruit user dies, the powers that were residing in the cells loses its home, and so it leaves the host and it goes to a fruit somewhere in the world, creating a devil fruit with the same power. Think of it as the devil being freed when its host died and went back home to a fruit. If so, then how did Blackbeard manage to get Whitebeard's tremor ability? Let's take a closer look. Some people speculate that Blackbeard simply placed a fruit near Whitebeard as he died, baiting the power, or the devil, to go to that fruit and eating it. However, that is far too simple, as anyone can do it. More likely, the fruit that is placed near the dying person must fulfill certain requirements, such as having similar looks to the original fruit. This would be easily achievable by Blackbeard, because if you remember, there's a devil fruit encyclopedia that lists all the devil fruits' names and shapes, and Blackbeard claimed he memorized every single fruit listed inside. So, it is likely that Blackbeard had predicted Whitebeard will die soon and had prepared a similar fruit to the tremor fruit beforehand. But, just because he prepared the fruit in advance does not mean that the devil fruit will regenerate inside that specific fruit. So this is where his dark fruit comes into play. Blackbeard said his ability can pull in and nullify devil fruit abilities, so most likely he used it to pull the power and put it into the fruit he prepared. Blackbeard's powers. We all know that it is impossible to have two devil fruit powers in one body, so how does Blackbeard have two powers? There are two clues here. The first is in chapter 577. After seeing Blackbeard using the tremor fruit, Marco said that Blackbeard's body is different from normal humans, that it is odd. The second clue is in chapter 440, when Ace confronted Blackbeard. In the translated version, Ace said, "You've lived twice as long as I have," which doesn't mean anything because Blackbeard is clearly older than Ace. But in Japanese, he actually said, "You who have lived twice the amount other people have," which might imply to the fact that there are two people living inside his body. If so, then maybe he has two sets of hearts and two sets of every other organ, meaning two different, distinct cells containing different DNA. And going by our theory, this is how he was able to possess two abilities at once. Maybe this is why he hid Whitebeard and himself under black curtains when he stole Whitebeard's powers, to hide his other self. So basically, Blackbeard was able to steal Whitebeard's powers by using his dark fruit and by having two different people living inside of him. That's it for today's video. If you liked the video, press the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. See you on the next video.